This is now on TTT. You can also carry us with you in your cars. Talk City 91.1 FM. Also on the World Wide Web at ttt.live and on our Facebook feed, TTT Live Online. And again, it's Christmas here now, and as you can see in front of me, there's quite a bit of decorations happening. And with me this morning is Bernard, who's going to show us how to make some Christmas decorations.
Good morning. I will try to see how much I can do within this short space of time I have. So this time of season, a lot of people are looking of shopping around and doing a lot of things for their homes and so on. One of the big things are wreaths on their doors and so on. I have done some samples, and I'm going to try to see how fast I can get you in the short space of time that I have. Now, being in a tropical country, and a lot of people are looking for, because of the economy, and you're trying to maximize on time and so on, we try to be innovative, and Trinidadians are innovative people. So one of the wreaths that
this is bay leaf.
This is actually bay leaf.
Right, and look how it looks. It's beautiful.
And it smells good also. Also, it's less costly, and it's also easy to do. Now, what I've done is that I've tied them together with tie straps.
Right.
If you don't want to use tie straps, you can use anything like wire and so on. And bay leaf is a leaf that's flexible. So anything that's flexible, it's easy to move and to use with your hands and so on. So that you notice that I've done bay leaf. And this is nice just as it is.
I agree.
You could just put a bow on it. Also, we have magnolia leaves this is also one with magnolia leaves. Wow. And you just have to cut the magnolia leaves, soak them overnight, and then all you have to do is attach it to a base, and you can stick or you can wire.
So these are real leaves here?
No, these are the silk magnolia leaves.
Okay.
But you can use the real magnolia leaves. All right. Then you have the traditional pine wreath, which is everybody just run to the stores and so on and get that sort of thing. And this one is very simple and easy to do, because what a lot of people do, if you don't have a glue gun or you don't have anything like that, you just insert the balls like this.
I'd never really thought of it that way.
And you have your poinsettia, which you also insert, and you use the same pine in which to go around into the poinsettia.
And that's how you fasten it?
Yes, and then we're going to use a pine cone, which is known for Christmas.
All right, if we could just turn it a little bit this way so we could see. Nice.
Right? And then you continue. So you because of the size of wreath, you try to see how much you want to use. It's left up to you. It's left up to your imagination, left up to your colors, it left up to your mood and your decor. I have one completed, and you would notice that you use whatever elements that you want to use as for your Christmas.
What would you advise in regards to decorating a wreath such as this?
I would say stay focused on the colors that you're going with.
Okay.
Traditional is red and green, but people are into a lot of colors now. So they're into blues and oranges and purples, and they're into a lot of glitter and glam and so on, which I've done another one here, which is basic.
What is this? This looks fancy.
Well, this is the imitation to what you call curly willow, which is this one. So this is the natural. Okay. This is the imitation.
Yeah.
So, and it's very flexible.
Oh, I see.
So that and as I said before, we are creative people, and it's the same thing that you do with the tie strap. Or if you don't have tie strap, you can use the same stuff.
And it fastens itself pretty much.
Yes. And
Look
you
at
come
that.
around.
Look how easy.
And you have your wreath.
All right, so you're wrapping the curly willow around and you tied it to itself basically to create a wreath.
And then
this one is really nicely decorated.
So then it's completed, and then, as I said, you use a little glitter and so on, which is very popular now. And you use the same type, and you just attach everything with glue.
So the motif here is silver, gold, they have the white going on, and then the
pewter and so on, yes.
Yes, it looks really, really nice.
And then the original, as I mentioned, curly willow, which is the same, and it
is it malleable? Is it malleable like?
Yes, it is. So we have a lot of branches and trees, and we have a lot of live plants and so on that you can experiment and use, which is cost effective.
Right.
And you can create your own wreath. And same thing I did with this one.
Oh, so this is the actual thing and you made it into a wreath. So the curly willow hairs.
Yes.
And again, you fasten it with tie straps.
You do it with tie straps. If you don't want to use the tie strap, you can use wire. If you don't want to use wire, you can use, you have the twisters from the garbage bags or from, you can use, you can use
from
that.
the bread bag.
Yes. And what you do is that wherever your tie straps are, you cover with your Christmas elements.
Okay.
Or you decide if you're going to do something to the top or you're going to decide if you do something to the bottom. It's left up to you.
All right. So you got through quite a bit here in the short space of time. And the decorations here, they seem to be doable.
Yes. Now, as I mentioned before, you have the Christmas pine wreath, which everybody would have.
Right.
But in a tropical country, we need to use what is available to us, and we have to be innovative and we have to be creative. And
as you said, we are creative people here in Trinidad and Tobago.
Yes.
Benjamin, thank you so much for what you have shared with us here. And these things look really amazing, and I could see this in my home. All right, thanks again, Benjamin.
Thank you. It is a pleasure being here.
Yeah, my pleasure.
Thank you.